Hello and welcome to the class. My name is Sean Holland and I will be your instructor. I grew up in Palmer, Alaska in the 1980s and 90s, and I went to public school here in Alaska. Growing up, our home had a rotary phone with a 20-foot cord. My family got our first computer, a Macintosh Performa 637 CD, when I was in 4th grade. I bought my own computer when I was in 8th grade, a PC with 32 megabytes of RAM, and I upgraded and wiped the operating system on that too many times to count. I first logged onto the internet in 1998 using the local ISP MatNet and a 28.8 kbps modem on my parents' single phone line. In high school, I convinced my parents to buy a cable modem through Rogers Cable Systems, which had a download speed of 512 kilobits per second and an upload speed of 33.6. I downloaded Napster in 1999 and downloaded thousands of songs, but I got away with it. I took some HTML classes in high school and some programming in college, but that's about as far as I ever got as a web designer or programmer. After high school in 2002, I went off to film school in Massachusetts, and I had a rich experience, but I chose to return to Alaska after a year. In early 2004, I left the United States and I traveled for 5 months, visiting countries along the Pacific Rim and Europe. I credit one of my teachers in 3rd grade, Mrs. Altermat, with placing those seeds of exploration in my head. I remember thinking at the time that I was very clever for calling her Mrs. Chain Drug as a play on her name, but she was the clever one, clever enough to teach 3rd graders about foreign travel, customs, and to share her own travel experiences, and I thank her for that. I joined Facebook in 2004 when it was still limited to a few colleges on the East Coast. I deleted my Facebook account twice, once when my aunts and uncles started to appear on the platform, and once again when graph search was implemented. I joined Twitter in 2008 while it was in its infancy, and over 10 years I've managed to tweet about once every 2 days. In 2007, I graduated from UAF with a degree in linguistics. From 2007 to 2014, I lived and worked in Japan, teaching English and internationalization in a small farming and fishing community in Hokkaido. I created simple websites with students, created a wiki to plan lessons and share materials across the schools that I taught at, and I maintained a personal blog for 7 years about my experiences, shamisen.com. While in Japan, I also completed an online MA program in applied linguistics from University of Massachusetts, Boston, graduating in 2014. In 2015, I returned to Alaska and Fairbanks, where I have since worked as an instructional designer in the Department of E-Learning and Distance Education. So, just what sort of an instructor introduction is this? I've gotten a bit autobiographical and specific with my experiences using technology. For me, it's actually pretty reflective to look back on how our relationship with technology has developed and where we were in our lives when certain watershed moments occurred. I also think it's useful to inventory our digital lives, which can be applied, as you can see, when we document our PLNs. For you, the student, I'm betting that it's useful for you to understand where my experiences with web technology have originated, and to think about how yours also have over different time spans. I am not an expert in every web tool, and I know I'm going to learn a great deal from you all. But this is how I have arrived where I am and how my digital literacy and ability to navigate online platforms and communities has developed. I hope it humanizes me a bit, and perhaps helps you generate better questions as we discuss the complex issues that this course will cover. Oh, wait. Right, my hobbies. I gotta cover my hobbies. Sorry. Let's see, I love to travel. Although as I age, I find that I love to be at home just a little bit more each year. I like to cross-country ski and curl in the winter. You should try curling sometime, it's great. And I like to hike and play disc golf in the summer. I will not deny being a fan of craft beer, and I have a wife who's a junior high English teacher, and an almost 2-year-old daughter who loves to jump on the bed and read books about jumping on the bed. Again, welcome to the class, and I wish you success this semester and in your courses of study.